Everyone, and thank you for coming. Great turnout, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but there are huge lines over there. People waiting in line to buy tickets for this great fight. Huge lines. So that just shows you the kind of event this is going to be. But I really want to thank some people. First of all, I want to thank our matchmaker, Eric Gomez, for coming up with this great idea to put these two exciting fighters together. So, job well done. The feedback I'm getting from the media and from the fans is overwhelming. They're all very much excited about this fight because they know that both fighters deserve to be here. When I say deserve to be here, Josesito's fight with Jesse Vargas was a much disputed decision in favor of Jesse Vargas. So I really believe that Josesito Lopez deserves to be here, deserves to be fighting at Staples Center as the main event. He's an exciting fighter, and I know he comes to fight as he always does. The same is with Victor. You know, in his last fight against Floyd Mayweather, I think that was an ending which was disputed as well by fight fans particularly, and he deserves to be here. He deserves to fight at Staples Center, and so I want to thank again Eric Gomez. But I want to thank Showtime, particularly its President of Sports, Steven Espinosa, for sticking with the date. I want to thank Lee Seidman, Dan Beckerman from Staples Center to be behind this card and keep on going. So that's really a big thank you to those Showtime, Staples Center, our matchmakers, and of course the fighters. This fight really fits perfectly into that card. In a way, I think it fits better than the main event was before with Andre Berto, because with Ortiz and Lopez, you have two guys that will give it their all and they're going to come to fight. With Humberto Soto and Lucas Matisse, you have two other toe-to-toe warriors. And now with Chris Arreola on the card as well. When have you ever seen a boring Chris Arreola fight? It doesn't exist. This guy is as exciting as it gets. So all in all, to be able to see Arreola, Matisse, and Soto, and Lopez, and Ortiz all in one night here at Staples Center on June the 23rd, it's going to be fireworks, and you can see it for as little as $50. So fight fans in around Southern California, come out, support this card. Thank you very much. Now, the Executive Director of the California State Athletic Commission, and it's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you Tom Brown from Goose and Tudor. He's the matchmaker, and he will be introducing Team Arreola.
Thank you. First of all, on behalf of Dan Goose and Goose and Tudor Promotions, I'd like to say thank you to Staples Center, to Showtime, Steven Espinosa, Golden Boy Promotions, Richard Schaefer, Eric Gomez, Oscar De La Hoya. I'd also like to thank everyone from Al Heyman team, Wes Crockett, everyone with the team. Thank you very much. Everyone knows what kind of fighter Chris is, and Richard touched on it a little. You're not going to get a boring fight. This is a man that had 5 fights in 2011. That's unheard of in today's game, especially for the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world. And if Chris had his way, he would have fought another 5 fights that same year. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the former National Golden Gloves champion, former world title challenger, the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world in WBC, the record of 35-2, 30 knockouts, the Nightmare, Cristobal Arreola.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I fought us 5 times last year, but maybe I would just fight one more time. And first of all, it's an honor for me to be fighting here at Staples Centers again. First time I left this building, I was dejected. I got my ass kicked by Vitaly up and down the ring. It was an embarrassment to myself. And come the 23rd, I'm gonna end this fight with my hand up in the air. First of all, my respects go out to the judges and what they do, but I hate the judges, man. I do not like seeing the judges at all. Sometimes they don't know what the hell they're doing. So my job is to put the fight in my hands. So come the 23rd, I'm gonna come in here more prepared than ever, and I'm gonna get this knockout. I'm gonna give the fans exactly what they want to see. Thank you.
I want to thank as well Dan Goosen, who is of course the promoter for Chris, for allowing Chris to fight on this card, and I want to thank Dan as well for working out the details in the fight for Josesito Lopez to be here. So thank you, Dan. I'd like to thank as well Ken Thompson, Josesito Lopez's co-promoter and the president of Thompson Boxing. We've been working over the past 12 months on numerous fights, always great fights, always great toe-to-toe battles, because Ken has an eye to pick exciting guys. And so I definitely, it's always a pleasure for me to introduce to you Ken Thompson, who will now introduce Team Lopez.
Thank you, Richard. Well, the first thing I'd like to do is recognize some of the great promoters here, starting with Dan Goosen, who is our partner, and representing him is Tom Brown, and one of the greatest promoters in the world today at Golden Boys, Richard Schaefer. At Thompson Boxing Promotion, the general manager and matchmaker, Alex Campanovo. Thanking the Staples Center in the city of LA for hosting this fight, and the network that's going to bring it around the world to the fans of the world. As Jimmy Lennon says it so eloquently, it's showtime. And this night it's going to be more than showtime, because when these young gladiators walk into the ring, you're going to see something that you've never seen before. They're going to light it up. They're both fast, exciting, and dangerous. Two of the greatest fighters in the world today. At the end of that fight, we believe that standing with his hand raised in the air will be the man with the lion heart, which is Josesito Lopez. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you one of the greatest fighters in the world today, Josesito Lopez, the former NABF lightweight champion of the world.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm excited about this opportunity. Come June 23rd, I'm prepared. I've been in training. I've been working hard. I'm excited to be here at the Staples Center, the home of our Lakers. This is the lifetime opportunity, and people know that have seen me fight. I leave it all in the ring. I give a tough fight, and that's exactly what I'm going to do June 23rd, and give it everything I got and leave everything in the ring. Thank you.
Now I'd like to acknowledge and introduce some of the team members for Team Ortiz. Team Ortiz, I'd like to acknowledge him. I don't think he's in attendance today. He's Victor's brother. Joe Yannick, he is the Ortiz's strength and conditioning coach. I think he's here somewhere. I'd like to acknowledge, he's not? He's in Mexico, okay, he's not here. Then one guy who is here, who is always here at press conferences, always knows how to entertain us with his very colorful speeches, is of course no other than Rolando Arreola, Victor Ortiz's manager.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or is it still good morning? My name is Rolando Arreola, and on behalf of Victor Ortiz and all the members of Team Ortiz, it's a great pleasure to be here, and we thank all of you for joining us. For the obvious reasons, Andre Berto is not here, but who is here is Josesito Lopez, and we consider him a very formidable opponent. We're not going to say anything derogatory about him, because he has the spirit of a lion. This is his Rocky moment. This is his opportunity of a lifetime. And because we understand the nature of the human spirit, we will train like if we're going into a major world championship for Josesito Lopez, right? I'm very glad to hear that his team is very confident in him, that they feel very secure about themselves, because on June the 23rd, I'm going to unleash a nightmare, right? And we're going to go in there and we're going to become world champions. Josesito, your team, I want to welcome you to the big leagues. Right? This is your opportunity, and we applaud you for having the courage of stepping up to this fight when most others would not. A lot of people say, why not Amir Khan? Why not Maidana? Is because Josesito said yes and they said no. Thank you very much. Oh, and in addition to that, please go out there and tell all your friends and all your families that this fight at Staples Center is dedicated to all the grassroots fans here in Los Angeles. And tickets start at $50, right? And they go up to $275. That way, all people of all walks of life can come join us for a great night of World Championship Boxing. Thank you.
Excellent, and I agree with you. It is Josesito's Rocky moment. Great line. The man who gets Victor in shape and trains with him is his trainer, Danny Garcia. And when you see these kind of curveballs thrown to you, last-minute changes of opponents and everything, to keep the fighter spirit up, keep him focused, and keep him training hard is first and foremost the job of the trainer. And Danny Garcia is great in that. He's a fantastic trainer, and I know that he will have Victor Ortiz ready to go on June the 23rd. It's a pleasure now for me to introduce to you Danny Garcia.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I'm going to be acting as his interpreter to the best of my ability. Put that in there.
Muchas gracias a todos y buenas tardes a todos por venir a acompañarnos a la conferencia.
Good afternoon to all, and thank you for coming to our press conference.
Sí, solamente vamos a decir unas 2-3 palabras.
We're only going to say a couple of words.
Nosotros teníamos pensado pelear con Andre Berto y estamos haciendo una preparación muy buena.
We were anticipating fighting Andre Berto, and we were in a great preparation plan, or plan of preparation.
Pasó lo que todos ya sabemos, se cayó la pelea, pero Josesito tuvo la oportunidad de aceptar la chance, el reto que hay para pelear con Víctor, ¿verdad? Ya que nadie más lo aceptó.
All right, we lost the fight to Andre Berto, and Josesito gets the opportunity to fight Victor.
Y le damos las gracias a Josesito y a todo su equipo.
And we thank Josesito Lopez, all of his team, Mr. Thompson.
Y va a ser una buena pelea porque Josesito tiene una gran experiencia, tiene unas grandes batallas.
It's going to be a great fight because he has a lot of experience, he has a lot of style.
Igual que Víctor también se va a preparar muy bien para dar una buena pelea y que le guste a toda la gente.
And Victor is going to prepare very well for his fight so that all the fans are pleased.
La pelea va a estar buena y espero que la miren en el 23 de junio aquí en el Staples Center.
The fight's going to be a good fight, and we would like all of you to watch it on June the 23rd. Or come watch it, come watch it.
Y pues esperemos que se ponga todo bien con la carta que sigue. Arreola es un gran peleador.
And Arreola is a great fighter, so it's going to make it a more exciting evening of boxing.
Y el Zorrita Soto también por igual. Es una gran cartelera que va a estar y esperemos que todo salga bien.
It's going to be a great card. We expect everything to come out good.
Y pues los ganadores ya se sabe más o menos quién puede ser los ganadores. Gracias.
Well, we got an idea who's going to win the fight. Thank you.
When we had to break the news to Victor less than a week ago that Andre Berto tested positive, what did he do? He went to go and run an extra few miles and spar an extra few rounds. That's what champions do. That's the way he reacted to that. And that just shows you the outlook Victor has on fights, on life. He's a positive guy. He deals with whatever is dealt to him and moves forward. And for that, I think Victor Ortiz deserves a big applause. As a fighter and his accomplishments, I really don't have to tell you much. We all know Victor Ortiz. We all know that he's one of the most exciting fighters. Devastating puncher, comes to fight, great shape, and always gives an exciting performance. What some of you might not know yet, he's now an entrepreneur as well. He's starting to build up a very nice portfolio of endorsement relationships and recently launched VO, Victor Ortiz Cosmetic line, which is going to be an anti-shaving and ultra-masculine anti-aging shaving cream and facial cream, and as well a perfume, cosmetic line. So we certainly wish him much success, and he can tell you guys more on where it can be bought. So congratulations, Victor. It is a pleasure now, an honor for me to introduce to you the man they call the Vicious One, Vicious Victor Ortiz.
Hi, how's everybody doing today? Well, this is a little less hotter than it was up there the other day, so it's working for me so far. First off, I just want to thank Golden Boy, as always, and Josito Lopez along with his team. You know, I'm not taking anyone for granted at all. I've watched Josesito quite a bit. He's a great fighter. You know, we share one thing in common, and that's a lot of heart. So, you know, we're going to have a great fight. And wait, one more thing we share in common is the middle name. Manuel, by the way. Anyways, it's going to be a great night, you know. He's ready to fight. That makes two of us. Apparently the Berto thing didn't work out with me, but as I do always, I move forward with myself and with my life and with my career. So, hey, Berto did what he had to do. I knew it from the first time we fought. You know, it's just too bad, you know. But at the end of the day, it's hey, we got to prepare for another champ, and that's the man over here, Josito Lopez, and come support us June 23rd, and we're gonna see a nice battle. And I got to be the victor one more time. So you guys have a good one. Thank you.
I think the lines are getting longer and longer. So the ticket windows are open. $50 to see Chris Arreola battle the heavyweight division. Humberto Soto and Lucas Matisse, toe-to-toe action, and Josesito Lopez and Victor Ortiz. Los Angeles, come and witness this great night of boxing here at Staples Center. The Clippers and the Lakers are out, but Golden Boy is still here, and we are going to continue to deliver the biggest and best fights here in Los Angeles to fight fans from Southern California. Thank you very much.
Straight to the back, guys. Straight to the back. I'm gonna get it faster. Straight to the back, guys. Straight to the back. There we go. You want to get that angle, I guess. Back to back. Just back to back.